Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this olive smoky eye. I really liked how this look turned out today. I used my Morphe 39A palette to create this look today. I really like this palette. It is a massive palette, so when I'm using it, I kind of keep it on my table because it's so heavy and I don't want to drop it. Honestly, if you like really neutral colors, if you like smoky colors, if you like a little bit of bright colors, this palette is amazing and it's so affordable. It's a very big palette, so don't hold it while you're using it. I really recommend you put it on your table. I really liked how this look turned out today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It is a talk through tutorial, so I know that you guys wanted to see that. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Take the Shea Moisture moisturizer. This honestly has been priming my skin more than a regular primer, so I'm just going to take this lotion and I'm just going to put it where my pores are the largest. Whatever is in this moisturizer really just kind of smooths my pores. And like I said, this is the Shea Moisture Balancing Moisturizer. It's the African Black Soap, and it really just primes my skin just like a primer would. Next, I'm going to take my Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'm just going to fill my brows in. I love this pomade, even though I'm almost out of it. It's like my favorite pomade, and I use the color medium brown. And no matter what, this eyebrow is always the hardest. I can never get them completely even to brush up because that will add less product, and you kind of just go with a very light hand. What to do next is just take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the color Fair 02. It is very light. I don't use this under my eyes. I use it to carve my brows, and it's perfect to prime your lids because it is a very full coverage matte concealer. And before I do my eyeshadow, I don't even set this because you honestly don't need to. So I just kind of prime my lids with it and just go ahead and go in with the eyeshadow. I'm pretty much going to focus on these green olive tones because I think they're so pretty. And honestly, I've never used a shade like this. I'm just going to pick up a tan shade in this palette. The center row is all tan shades, and they're great for transition. And this will be my transition shade. A clean, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend the edges out. I want to blend the edges out because I don't want to lighten the product up. I just want to get the harsh edges away, so I'm just blending the edges out and not the color. I'm going to put that color. It's such a pretty color. It's so pigmented, guys, but I do always spray my brush when I use a shimmer shade. Just makes it go on so much easier. But honestly, I've never used a shade like this. It's so pretty. Normally I would cut my crease with concealer, but honestly you really don't need to. It's such a pretty color. I'm gonna go all over my lower lid with this color. Next, I'm just gonna go in with that tan shade that I first started out with because this will help blend in the edges of that green. I always like to do this just with like any light color or the transition shade that I use, because as you can see, it's blending out those harsh edges, but I am going to go in with the darker color. Seeing that right in the crease, just where I put that tan shade. This is like an army green color. It's a really pretty green. I actually have not used a color like this before. It's just like a darker shade not next to this one, but it's just like a 2 or 3 shades darker. That's just that darker green. Taking that fluffy Morphe brush that I used before, and I'm just blending out these edges. Some fallout with this shade, but honestly it doesn't matter because I don't have my foundation on yet. That's why I always do my eyeshadow first, because you can blend it out and be messy with it, and you don't have to worry about it getting everywhere. I'm going to take a much darker brown in this palette, and I'm just going to pop this in the outer corner. I'm going to dab it on there, like I'm going to press the color on, because I don't want to rub the green around, and I will blend this in a minute, but I'm just placing the color down first. Blend the edges out again. I don't want to add too much of this, so I'm just focusing that on the bottom part. Apply some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. Lashes are on. I will post these lashes in the description bar. They are gorgeous lashes. They are still drying, so I'm going to go ahead and just move on to my foundation, and I will blend these in just a second. I'm going to take my Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. I love this foundation. It is amazing foundation for a drugstore. It's awesome. Completely covered my blemishes and stuff, but you can build this foundation up, and whatever you have showing through, you can always cover that with the concealer. I'll have some blemishes poking through, so I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer, and I'm just going to dot it where I have a little bit of breakouts. so I can have that better coverage. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just put it under my eyes here. I'm gonna quickly set it with my Airspun powder. This is my favorite setting powder. I use a lot of this powder because I will set that concealer and it will catch any fallout that I have, so I do use a lot. Pick up that like army green and I'm going to start blending it underneath here. Dust the powder away. And then I'm just gonna take like a translucent powder and I'm just gonna focus where my skin is the most oily, which is my T-zone. Next for bronzer, I'm gonna take my NYX Contour and Highlight palette. I'm gonna take that cool tone brown because I am very pale, so I don't want it to be too orangey. Blush and highlighter, I'm gonna take this palette by The Balm. It's by The Balm and it's a really cute palette. It's their Rockstar palette and it's got some really cute shades in it. I absolutely adore the blush and highlight in this palette, so I'm gonna take the blush in the color Don't You Want Me. It's called Solid Gold. It's a gorgeous gold color. Blend that blush back into my bronzer. It is a little bit bright, but we're going all out today, so I'm just gonna blend it right back into my bronzer. So pretty. I normally take it on my temples, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna pop some mascara on my lower lashes, and then I will show you guys the lipstick I'm gonna use. Moving on to lipstick, I have this lipstick by Makeup Maniacs Cosmetics, and it is the House of La Rouge lipstick, and it's in the color Kiki. It's a gorgeous, it's almost like a mauvey brown nude shade. It's a gorgeous shade. It's perfect for fall and winter, and I think it will go really good with this green look I have going. This is my finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video.